Hey, yeah, we back at it, man. I go by Mr. Check Your Temp, man. I'm about to check the temperature of Remy Ma, man. See what she talking about. I'm very familiar with the roller coaster breakup slash divorce her and Papoose going through. For some reason, this is teased the season of the breakup. Something in the air. But let's tap in and see what's going on with Remy. Make sure she ain't drunk off her name.
If motherfuckers listen to me, they would be great. I actually think if that was my friend, while her friends be on my phone, calling my phone, literally playing on my phone, because they got my number from this bozo, while they playing on my phone, if that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage, because he's your manager?
I'm gonna stop it right there. We all know that her advice is taboo. What that I want to say about character. We're talking characteristics now, right? We know what her character is. She talking about if that was her friend, one, she's playing mind games, and a lot of women fall for that, right? A lot of women fall for another woman's mind game. She said, if that was my friend, I would say, why you messing with this broke dude, right? She's talking financially, right? And we know Papoose ain't broke, but whatever. People like to put that slander out so they gonna make it sound good, right? But she's not talking about the characteristics of a man. It's the reason why Papoose was able to continue on and find another nice woman, right? Somebody who can see and appreciate the character of the man. This is why I say women, a lot of women, some, can't never say all, a lot of women fall in love with the image of a man and not the core of a man. And she's a prime example, right? She's spiraling, right? And her son on trial for fighting, for a body up in New York, right? So all the advice she's trying to give to women, what type of mother was she? But when she was locked up, Papoose held her down, right? This is when I say, man, some people can't hold up. Your character will be exposed, right? She was cheating crazy. She was cocky in the mud. Let's see. I wonder what happened. Old boy must ain't the dude she was cheating with, old boy, the battle rapper dude, I guess he's not exciting anymore. So now she trying to bash Papoose because he moved on and he looking real good. Him and Clarissa Shields, right? They bond his support of a woman, right? He's supporting her through thick and thin, right? He's sitting there holding the pads for her while she doing her thing, right? He opened the door for it. He assists her. He's there for her. Of course, we on the outside looking in. But evidently it's ruffling her feathers because at the end of the day, he did the same thing for her. But that wasn't enough. This is why I tell men, quit jumping through hoops for women. Do what you need to do and be a great and be the best man you could be for that woman. But don't go over beyond if she don't see and appreciate the things that you are doing in her life. Because what she's talking about, she's talking finances. Finances fluctuate. That's one thing about finances. But a lot of people make moves because they think they're making more than the man. And it seemed like she had more money than him. So she never respected him. And this is why she cheated with old boy. Right? It's amazing how older women get. And when they do have a man, but for some reason, they want to go back to the block and run up the numbers. But hey, to each his own. Let's see what she's talking about.
Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign. Don't want to get his stuff out his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child.
You see the stuttering. You see when she said what she said, and she cut her eye to the left. She perping. See, when you're dealing with adversity, you got to stay poised, right? You got to get quiet and stay within, so you won't make no emotional decisions that would cost you, some time. Right? She's highly emotional. She was just in the news again for going off on some of the family members of the people her son allegedly killed or allegedly unalived. How dare you? Right? Check your son. But anyway, this is what's wrong with some women. Some women want to check their man in a disrespectful way, but can't even check their seeds, right? While you worrying about papoose, you need to worry about your son out here unaliving folks. Let's tap in.
That he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's sexual preference, so he acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son.
Dirty game. A scarred woman. And the sad part about this is she brought it on herself. That's the puzzle part I don't understand. She the one was cheating. She the one moving around. But yet you trying to slander this man. So now you trying to get the LGBT community on papoose by saying he don't appreciate his son because of his gender choices and the activity that he indulged in. But that has nothing to do with nothing. You see what I'm saying? She's spiraling. That means that new dude that she was bouncing around with, you know what I mean? This is what happened, y'all. That got old. So now papoose done moved on and want the divorce. Now she grabbing for straws, and now she want to bash his name. This is the typical thing, right? I'm telling you, peep game.
Who is very much
look at her cut her eye
and well
and stuttering,
and probably feels slighted sometimes.
Probably.
He does. And my son, who has been like a son to him most of his life. When we got together, our children were 4 years old. They're now 24.
So what that tells you, they got together when he was 4. Now they 24. They don't appreciate the things that men do. This is why I speak about stepfathers. You out here cheating with a cat, moving real reckless. You went to jail, did 6, he held you down. Raise your kids. That wasn't his DNA. He only got one value, seemed like it. But he also raised your seed, where his daddy stepped off and moved on. Better yet, you stepped off and moved on for a short period of time because you couldn't control your emotions like you're doing right now. Right? So this is what I say, man. The women fall in love with the image of the man, not the core. Pat Pooh was a fly cat, right? His pen game was impeccable. He wrote her some majority of her rhymes that sent her off the meat rack. Right? Some women treat men like accessories. Believe me, I know. They want to play with you for a minute and put you down. Right? Instead of maintaining it. Right? So a lot of women say, I want a good man. I want God to send me a good man. They could put a man with a cape, with an S on his chest right in front of you. Some women would never recognize it. They would never recognize it. And this is why I tell, and this is on the side note, the little homies I coach through, a lot of women with money, all they want is sex. They don't want no commitment. They want is sex. This is why she stepped off and cheated with an old boy. Right? They need that validation. It made me wonder where her father was at. It made me wonder about her upbringing. She has a lot of trauma. Look at her. You can see it on her face. She's not happy. She knows she lost a good man. She knows she lost a good man. You can tell Pap, that's not a character. That's not no performance Papoose is putting on. You know what I mean? This is why certain women, they recognize him. They see the traits. Just so happen, and hopefully Clarissa will fall in love with the core of him, not just the image of him. And it seems like right now she's benefiting from the core, right? So it tells me a lot about this situation right here. Let's tap in.
I could give great advice. If motherfuckers listen to me, they would be great.
You see, she cut her eye because she knows she's full of it. She can't follow her own advice. But it seems like to me that's the end of that segment. But it seems to me like I said, man, Remy is going through a spiral. We got to pray for Remy, right? I hope Remy go to therapy. I hope Remy sit down with her father, if he's still alive, have some conversations, right? And sit around real men that's in her vicinity and ask some real questions about what it means to be a man and how to love a man. Because a lot of black women, it's sad to say, that's what we preaching. We preach it to black women. They don't know how to love a black man, right? And vice versa. We know that men we got our hiccups too. We got our issues too. We got our trauma too. right? Don't get it twisted. Got to say that. But we speaking about this situation right here at hand, right? Because when she was doing all the cheating, she wasn't on camera talking. Now, since that man then finally moved on, now she's radical. Now her spirit is fluctuating dramatically. I tell her, look, Remy Ma, I'm gonna tell you like this, baby. Put some ice in that drink and water it down a little bit. Put some ice in that Remy and water it down, right? Because you're showing your hand, you're showing your mental health. You see what I say, black man? You see this shirt? You see mental health with the men, mental health matters. Go to 365 neverendingfight.com and cop you one, right? Mental health matters. And men, we need it. But this is why black men, this is why I teach what I teach. This is why you got to know yourself as a man, because if you ever get a toxic woman, it's going to do something to you. You're going to come out that relationship with some keloids, some scar tissue, right? You might walk in that relationship 100%, but you're going to come out 30% because you can see that she queen pin in manipulation. She threw a shot insinuating he don't love his son because his son, choose to indulge what he indulged to. You know what I mean? More power to him. You know what I mean? She's claiming that she get the best advice, which we know she don't. Right? That's impossible. We see she's too sporadic to even give advice. Right? Because if she knew something, she would have stayed with the man who loved her, who supported her, who raised the kids. That wasn't his. He had enough money to take care of the household for 6 years while you was in jail. So hey, don't try to shoot him now because he done moved on. Papoose, this to you, brother. I take my head off to you. Right? You had to roll with the punches that she was thrown. Right? You had to sit back and watch this woman cheat on you. Right? For years, tiptoe around you, play with your mental. But I'm on the outside looking in. But one thing I can say, you wasn't in jail and she ain't dead. So that tells me that you got some control of your mental health and you got some control of your emotions. So I applaud you on that, and hope Clarissa Seals see the man and the character that you are on your mature level, and she can appreciate that, and y'all get married, man, and go off into the sunset and be happy, because that's what people look for today. It's rare. It's rare. I see grown women falling victim to the social media mind games. Yeah, I mean, the housewife mind games, the baddie mind games. I see grown women falling victim. So all I say is this, man. Keep your character tight, brothers. Men, keep your character tight. Keep your mental health on solid, right? And give yourself affirmations. And you don't deserve no disrespect from nobody, no woman. If she can't respect you, move on. Because once the respect is gone, you ain't got nothing else. And disrespect is a choice. They are choosing to disrespect you. So you ain't got to get violent. You ain't got to get disrespectful. You ain't got to match her energy. Because when you match energy, things blow. Boom. And people get hurt. You ain't got to do none of that. All you got to do is get quiet and make a decision that's best for you, for your mental health and your safety. Because sometimes women can get so caught up in their emotions, they don't realize they are a hazard to themselves. They are a hazard to themselves. But I'm going to leave y'all with my slogan, man. The fight of your life. It takes some coaching. Keep swinging. We out.